All right, guys. So I just grabbed my computer because I was busy working on an automation, but I just said, you know what? I need to stop. I need to talk to the small business owners because right now there is so much at stake. Your business is at stake right now, and you don't even realize it. And that's the greatest error in human brain right now and humanity right now is not realizing the times that we are in. Now, I'm not going to talk to you from the doom and gloom perspective, but I want to be straightforward and honest with you. If you do not implement what I'm talking about, coming from a person that's automating over $300 million in revenue every single year, I'm automating their business right now, okay, as my day job, and working for small business owners as my part time job, but now transitioning to full time because of the demand. I am asking you to reconsider your decision because when you look up in 3 to 6 months, somebody is going to outpace you and it is going to be heart wrenching for all the hard work that you have done. Okay. So understand this concept and you will go very far with AI. AI is trying to mimic a human brain. And one of the most special things about the human brain is our instant notion to be able to react and be proactive about things, to protect ourselves from danger. So our minds are constantly communicating with all these neurons. Now, I am not a psychologist or somebody that focuses on the brain, okay? I focus on AI, I focus on automation, I'm in algorithms. But from the last 10 years of me being in algorithms, I can tell you this one thing. It is doing its best to mimic the human brain. So the concept of having isolated things everywhere, if you have a person that does your marketing, if you have a person that does this, if you have a person that does that for you, if you have an operation that does this, or if you are the only person that's doing these things, you are at risk of losing your business, not just your customers, your business. And I'm going to break it down with this very simple analogy, but this is so important that you get it because if a person implements the services in your area and we are doing a rapid customer acquisition campaign. So we are going after every business as much as we possibly can. If they implement what we're implementing, we are setting the new standard and we're going to take a lot of people with us. But I am begging you to listen to what I have to say because it's going to protect your business, even if you don't shop with me. But I highly suggest you shop with me because we have a lot of context because we're doing it for $1 billion company. Now, let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, now this concept that you see on your screen is the only thing that you need to worry about. Now, I talk a lot to a lot of salon owners, but this honestly is applicable, and that's really for the algorithm. This is applicable across all businesses, and we are automating every step of this. So, if every step of this is not automated, you are going to be in deep trouble. Okay, now remember the brain concept, but let's go ahead and just start with salon A. Let's just say you are salon A and all of your systems do not talk to each other. That means that if somebody comes in to shop with you or their booking system or they come to pay, you don't know what information they're what they're spending their money on with you. If that system is broken, you're losing money there, okay? Now, let's just say you get 100 leads and you get 70 people to come in. Book for salons, you get 70 people to come in from your marketing and all that good stuff, people that know you, etc. Now, let's just say 45% of people leave your store, your shop, your salon with something, all right? Now, because your systems do not talk to each other, only 15 customers return, okay? So only 15 people return, all right? So, because your customers are looking for, and what we call this is a unified system, just like your brain. They are looking for fast, for easy, for simple, maybe cheap, maybe not cheap, but their minds are looking for a fast, a quick response. And if you are not meeting that, which is why AI is taking off, I mean, look at the way you use AI. Look at the reason why we use AI and not Google search anymore. The reason why is because it's instantaneous and it's personalized. I want you to say those words with me. Instantaneous and it's personalized. That means it's meant for me. Okay, I need you to know me. I need you to let me not think takes a mental load off of my brain. So whenever people talk to me about, hey, Odia, I'm losing money, my customers can't find me, it's because one of these systems does not talk to each other. Okay. And I got that language actually talking to a client. They're like, oh, so this system has to talk to that system. I said, exactly. All right. Now, if your system, whatever somebody uses to purchase with you, if that system does not talk to your customers via text message, you've lost revenue. You've lost the opportunity to get in front of your customers. If your review system, if you don't know who's leaving reviews, if you don't have an active review systems, and why do I say reviews primarily? Because algorithms prioritize user generated content. What does that mean? Algorithms prioritize people content. Like if I were to leave a review, a person leaving that more than anything else. That's what they prioritize. So if you are not prioritizing, okay, your people leaving a message, or which is what a review is, a positive response, and you're not honoring that and maximizing on that, you are in trouble because our system is designed to get you better reviews, okay? Just by nature of having all of these tools talk to each other. If your email marketing or your marketing campaigns or your paid ads, and this is the part where it's getting really crazy, if your email marketing, your paid ads, they are not talking to each other, you are also at risk. Why? Because Google has this one thing that it's come in. Google, Meta, all these platforms copy Google. So that's why I stick to Google, because it has the most people on their platforms. Google owns YouTube, Google owns Chrome, Google owns Android, Google owns, so all of these places where Google holds your information, they copy what you see online, they spy on you online, and then they sell you a product that you love, which is why you're probably using Google to find this video. I want you guys to understand now your paid ads, what you can do is you can give Google a list of phone numbers and email addresses. And because Google knows Odia and they know all of the things that I look at online, they will say, hey, based on these certain criteria and these certain actions, if you give me a list of customers, I am going to try to find certain customers that match these, that do the same behaviors as Odia. And guess what? Now you have better targeting in your paid ads, things that versus someone that's just betting on a raw paid ad system. Now you're feeding Google more information and they are going to give you a better ad performance. Ask me how I know. Well, I'm automating a $300 million company, and this is how they make $300 million is through their ads platform. I am showing this to you guys because if you do not keep up with what the big guys are doing, you in your neighborhood, in your local area, will not be able to sustain what's coming for you, okay? Because these big companies with all of the data are racing for instantaneous and personalization, meaning they're racing to get to a deep personal connection with us. And they can do that because they have the money and they have the people. But here is why taking advantage of this right now is the best, and you can take advantage by shopping with us, is the best time. Because when you unify all of this using tools like AI, okay, and open source technology, we can go deeper into that later. But this is how Mark Zuckerberg built Facebook. He built it off of open source technology. Now, I'm throwing a lot at you guys because I know you guys are smarter than you realize. But basically, it's how do I get to do all these tools at a fraction of the cost? That's pretty much what open source technology is. You can do all of that. We are doing all of this at a fraction of the cost. It's the reason why I made a video that said if you're paying a marketer or a company over $1,000 just to do one or two things for you, you are already massively behind and you are draining your dollars that are going with it. Your hard earned dollars have to go to make you maximum output in this season. Okay. And I'm sharing all of this because you really need to take advantage of it because times are moving faster than you guys can ever comprehend. Okay. The reason why I have these beautiful AI bags I call under my eyes, because we constantly have to learn in this space or else you become disposable. So I'm sharing all of this with you guys because just like people in AI, small business owners are going to start to become disposable if you do not have these systems in place, because this is how you compete with whatever anybody else is coming to you with. This is what I'm implementing in for my hair braiders, my hair salon owners, my barbershops, my consultants, all of these things. I'm making sure that all of their tools talk to one another at a fraction of the cost so we can provide your customers with deeper experiences, more personalized and more instantaneous. All right. So if none of these tools talk to each other, this is what happens. Okay, you will become this salon A. Now, if you are salon B, you have 100 leads, you have 90 book, you have 82 show, 48 return. Why? It's because at every moment you've removed the thinking from your customers and you said, "Hey, I don't want you to think about it. I know that you got serviced from my company 6 months ago and our like lifetime value or the time it takes from one appointment to the next appointment is usually 5 months and a half. Guess what? At month 5 or at month 4.5, while you start thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and send you a text message and say, "Hey, you're due for another visit. How about we do X, Y, and Z? Or how about I give you 10% off your second visit?" Do you see how that technology gets in front of somebody? So now they don't have to think because everything is tracked and everything can be improved. If it's not tracked, if it's just tracked in your brain, you are at risk because a company like what we're doing is going to automate every part, and that computer is going to work to stay in front of your customer. So it's going to shield whatever business that takes advantage from the outside marketing noise and all that stuff. And this is what we call increasing the lifetime value, meaning how much money is somebody going to spend with you over a certain amount of time. Now, all of this stuff is super duper duper important. I've condensed it, but basically, if none of these items talk, if you have no confirmation, you don't know what people are buying from you, you have no reminders of when to shop with you based on what I'm buying from you, what your customers are buying from you, you have no review requests. You have no follow up. You cannot upsell. There's no rebooking. There's no paid ads automation. There's none of that in your system. At this point in time, not your customers at risk, your entire business is at risk. So reach out to us if you want us to implement this service. We have an amazing special going on. It's a birthday special where you pay for it 1 month, you get the next month off. If you guys want to take advantage of that, click the link below and we're going to go ahead and get started with you. All right. Thanks so much. And once again, guys, I like to say this because I don't want you guys to get shell shocked. We are doing this at a fraction of the cost. Okay. All right. See you on the next one.